Hi, I'm the host of the STO Smokers Lounge. I'm here to tell you about Anchor, the perfect app that you can use right now to start your own podcast network. You can broadcast right now. All you got to do is download the app, whether you have a phone, iPad, or even a laptop or desktop. You can right now download Anchor or go to Anchor FM right now and start recording and have your stuff broadcasted over multiple platforms such as Spotify. So go to Anchor today and start your podcast career like I have. Because trust me, I love me some Anchor.
Hello.
Hello.
We finally got it.
Practice makes perfect. We got it.
We finally got it. I swear. See, that now you actually have a podcast. So you ever went to a podcast because you basically signed up for the actually the podcast. That's why I couldn't. That's why you was able to use the link or what have you. So how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I see you enjoying your coffee. What type? What brand of coffee you like to drink?
Well, right now I kind of have the stuff I just found at the store, but
yeah, me too.
I don't know if you ever heard of Phil's Coffee.
Yeah. I heard him before.
Oh, we got some in Chicago a couple weeks back, and so I had to order some of that. So I'm waiting on that to show up because that was amazing.
Oh God, yeah, shoot. No, I'm drinking home brewed. I didn't get a chance to go out and go to no Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts because that's what we got down here for the most part.
Yeah, well, same.
Yeah. So,
but town's about 15 minutes away. So I just
you live in the Midwest in the in Illinois, Chicago, well, near Chicago, for what I understand.
Yeah,
I definitely had to make a trip to you.
Definitely.
How the weather up there?
It's good. It's I think about 65 outside right now.
Okay.
It's gonna rain later, so but not bad.
Oh, no doubt. Now, is it okay if I mention the work you do outside of the adult film business?
Yes. What are we recording this right now, or are we just kind of talking to each other?
Well, no, it's recorded. It's recorded. I was just asking. If not, I don't have to.
Yes. I have. Because that's always a question. Like, what do you do in your downtime? I run a restaurant. That's
yes. So, have you had any have you bumped into any fans while working?
I have had.
How did that interaction went?
I've gotten the look like I know you from somewhere. But I've actually had 2 people in my entire time say Lola, and I just say, "Yep, that's me."
Most definitely. So let me get this intro out the way, and then we can really chop it up. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. I am your host, Kavanaugh, aka the Porn Rap Star. And as you can hear by the name, I am a rapper and I do porn. So go to allmylinks.com/porn rap star today to follow me on social media, listen to my latest hits, and also see me suck on some tits. Discounts to all my XXX content sites. So go check it out, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. We are right now on the Anchor app. If you ever want to do your own podcasting, and as you can hear, you can actually interact with people and do interviews on this app. So go to anchor.fm or download it on your Android or iPhone today and start podcasting like a professional and be distributed on multiple platforms. And you can make money because the stuff is monetized. I ain't got to say no more. We are also a proud member of the GW District Black Podcast Network, which is steadily growing because last I checked, now it done grow to 13 podcasts. So you have the choice to listen to myself and 12 other great Black podcasters that are right now they're budding and making a name and becoming influencers. Plus, while you're there, you can also shop, support, and buy Black. You'll have the opportunity to buy from over 1,000 Black sellers. I'm talking about fashion. I'm talking about beauty. I'm talking about books. Wherever you name it, you can buy it right there. So go to shop.gwdistrict.com today and buy black, support the black businesses, build the black economy, and build generational wealth. And this wonderful podcast is also sponsored by the LS of the Facebook of the LS community. I'm talking about lsworld.com. Go there today, get yourself a profile, interact with other people who have the same kink as you. Also find events in your area where you can go ahead and indulge in that lifestyle. So go to lsworld.com today and get a profile. And I'm about to step out of the way and let this lovely lady introduce herself. Go ahead.
Well, hi there, everyone. My name is Lola Bootyluv. I am an adult filmmaker. I don't know. You can find all my stuff at allmylinks.com/Lola Bootyluv. I think I've branched out pretty much where if it's a porn site, I'm on it. So
you're officially a porn star. You are no longer an adult film content maker. I
porn
hate.
star. Okay.
Yeah, no, because it seems like people don't want to use the term porn star.
See, I don't know why there's such a stigma around that.
Yeah, especially nowadays, because it seems like
we're sex workers. That's what it's called, I think now.
Yeah, and see, which is crazy because now you lumping everybody, and everybody don't do the same thing.
No, not at all.
It's kind of like, because to me, like, even if a girl playing with a dildo, that's still porn, baby. That's softcore porn.
Yeah.
That's not a fetish. I want to explain this to people. Solo masturbation is not a fetish. It's an actual softcore porn. Actually, the whole purpose of the solo was to be a teaser to the boy-girl. But due to webcamming, it became one of the main appetites. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a boy-girl kind of person. I can't watch a girl just play digging them out.
I mean, it's fun. I guess it also depends on what kind of toys. Because
true.
Just a regular dildo, like, it's fun. It's great to watch. Each their own, whatever they get off to. I like some of that kinky stuff. So if they start using like crazy machines or like those dragon dildos, those are fucking insane.
Yeah.
Those I could get off to.
Definitely. So, is it safe to say that you are in the swinging lifestyle?
Oh yes, we were swingers before we started porn.
Okay, and how long was y'all swingers and been married? If you don't mind me asking.
Not married.
We've been together. Right.
Yeah, we've been together about 3.5 years now.
Okay.
And then I think we started swinging. It was about 6 months in. It was a old friend of his. It was his birthday. He's like, "Hey, I really want 2 girls in my bed at the same time." And I said, "Okay, let's do it." So she traveled up here. She spent the weekend, and it was just sex and booze filled, crazed weekend. And then we're like, "Hey, let's have others join us." So that's just kind of how it started.
Oh, okay. So how does being in a swinger lifestyle helps with the porn?
Well, we're really comfortable with each other, and before we started porn, it was always did we agree on who we were going to do it with? And if one of us always had a veto power. If I said I don't want to film with him or I don't want to play with him, okay, we were done, game over. And that's kind of just how we've adapted it into porn. It's hey, I really want to film with this person. Okay, no problem. Whether he loaned a cock, because he's never been fully in it. You see his cock a few times and that's it, but his face isn't in it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of times where he just films the encounters.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that, because it's funny how people really think because you girls do this is y'all have a man or not married or don't have a regular job. Many of the misconceptions about us when it comes to this business. I would love for you to speak upon the misconceptions that you ladies run into because you're doing this business.
Oh, well, they think I fuck anything and everything. And it's like, that's just not how it is.
They think he got a dick, so I'll suck it.
Yes. The amount of dick pics I get every day on Snapchat
would
blow your mind. And everyone's like, ooh, I want to do this to you. I want to eat your ass, and you're going to let me do it because you do porn. And I'm like, no, I'm probably not. You can think that, but I'm probably not going to do that. So, no, I don't fuck anything and everything. We pick who we film with.
Most definitely. Now, how is that better? Because when the industry, I was talking about this with another lady. I said I call cold shoots. This is when you walk in and you just meeting them that day. Speak to how it's better being an independent and meeting the male talents and how you interact with the male talents versus what you might deal with on the industry level.
You're talking about like when we find our own, or
when you find your own, yes, when you find your own, or someone contacts you or what have you, the power of choice per se.
I normally like to do it, especially with this time and age. There's a lot of talking in between, so you just kind of get the general vibe from each other. You have a couple phone conversations and like, hey, this is what I'm into, this is what you're into, and if you ever get that time you're like, I don't you went a little too far for me, you can just be like, hey, thanks, but you kind of just never let the meeting happen. I guess that's the polite way I could say it.
Yeah, and plus on top of that, you can control more of who you want to work with, plus build chemistry. Because a lot of times when you're on the independent level, you get the opportunity to talk to them on the phone. You get the opportunity to interact with them. Because I always ran into girls that had an issue, like when I contact them just saying good morning. And I'm like, damn, I'm just being nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
industry level. I guess I've only been on one real shoot that has been with someone else. I filmed, I don't know if you know Dog Vision.
Yeah, I heard him.
We went on the Dog Vision site, and he had Logan Reeves come out, and Logan Reeves is like one of his guys. So, we kind of chit-chatted back and forth, but it was, there was no, if I had wanted to, I didn't want to, because Logan was amazing to work with.
Yeah.
But there wouldn't have been a veto power,
Yeah.
And then I got in contact with Mr. Sticks,
and
I said, hey, I need a black cock. Come here and help me. Yeah. And he said, okay, no problem. And I had been talking to him for a while, and it just lined up perfectly that he was in the area that we were going to be. And, and he ended up getting to come. He never came, but he got to come.
Yeah. He never came. He never come. He got there, he didn't come.
That man destroyed me, and he still never came. I don't know how.
I've had that happen to a model that I worked with. I brought a male talent in, and I mean, he fucked the brakes off of her for 45 strong minutes and did not give me a pop. And I just told him, look, man, just don't worry about it. I'll fade it out. We'll do it Playboyish. People realize Playboy never showed the pop. I don't know if you ever. Go ahead.
I even sprained my thigh with some of the crazy positions we did. Nothing.
Yeah. And then the sad part is, they'll sit over there with their dick hard, like, okay, can we try it again? Can we try it again? No, motherfucker, no, we can't. God damn it, I'm hurt.
You're right. Oh no, I still filmed a couple scenes after that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But of course, you move on to it, because like I said, what people realize is that you can just fade it out. But understand certain sites you ain't gonna be able to get it on because they want the pop shot.
Oh yeah.
A lot of times, cause I know with like X Hamster, when my cameraman made a mistake and missed the pop shot, and I tried to post on X Hamster, it wouldn't go up. It said no, there's no definitive ending. That's what they said.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. So I see you have multiple sites. What made you decide to have multiple sites? Be it that you being somewhat new to the business in many ways. What did you see that made you say, look, I need to get more than just an OnlyFans. I need to get more than just a mini vids.
We started on Pornhub, and then just kind of started talking to different people, and we're like, hey, do you have any advice for someone just trying to get into this? And I've met some amazing people along the way, and they're like, the best piece of advice I've ever gotten was be on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Be on absolutely everything. Get your name out there, and that's where you get the most recognition. And I think that's really helped me. You know, I'm literally almost wherever you want to find porn, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something for everyone. And some sites, every site has its own, I call it an Easter egg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But every site has like its own unique thing that's not on other sites.
Yeah, true.
It may not be like a ton of it, you know, no fetish porn on one particular site, but it's just like, hey, this full video may be over here, but it's not going to be on anything else. You'll just have like little teaser trailers and stuff.
Which is important about keeping content and filming a lot. But also the difficulty of filming a lot is come up with different ideas. So when you come up with different scenarios and ideas for your scenes, what do you use for inspiration? What is your process of coming up with different ideas?
I watch a lot of porn.
I have no choice in the matter because I had to sit here and edit this shit. So go ahead.
I hate editing my own videos. I don't do it. I make Lothario do it.
It's tough, yo.
I don't. It's me, so I see myself differently than other people do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's a big thing on everyone. I know there's a lot of people that are like, no, I edit my own stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how. No, so I don't edit my own videos, but I do watch a lot of porn, and I just kind of I'm like, oh, hey, I can do that. Hey, that would be something fun. Another thing I do is I interact with my Snapchat crew a lot. I have a decent following over there, and I'll just post like, hey, what do you guys want to see next? And you know, I have a little notepad in my phone, and I kind of mark down everything, and as I do it, I take it off the list.
Mm-hmm. So how important fan interaction is in this business?
I think it's very important. That I mean, obviously everyone's a little bit different. I'm not so great on Twitter, I'll be honest on that. But Snapchat, I try to get on there at least, 10, 20 minutes every day, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're cycling through all the, hey,
hey, how you doing? Dick pictures.
Hey,
can we meet up?
Come suck my dick. Do you do fan fucks? Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going for. I hate the fan videos. That's just me. I hate when girls do that. Because one, you're not guaranteed to get a great scene. Two, you're not guaranteed to get a great. Well, I mean, even of course you're going. It's like put it this way. It's not the true sense of a fan video because you're going to pick the best fan. Versus you just grab a fan. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I don't like it. Plus, men, we don't get fan videos because y'all females can be fans. Y'all ain't gonna get on camera.
oh, absolutely.
Men fans, they'll get on camera. You find the right one, but a woman, no. That's not happening.
Well, shit, I'm even just trying to find a unicorn just to fuck without a camera, and they're nowhere to be seen.
Tell me about it.
I've been looking about 2 years now. No one.
It's like everybody want to be a freak, but then when you holler at them, they ain't a freak.
Yeah, they're like, oh, never mind. I was kidding. Never mind. I was joking.
No, I was playing. I thought about it, but no, I ain't think nobody really gonna hit me.
Right? Jeez.
No doubt. So shoot. So I see that you shoot with an array of different male talent. Is it safe to say you shoot with professional and you shoot with, I guess guys you might bump into or want to fuck swinging wise?
Yes. A couple of my videos are just our swinging buddies that were like, yeah, I'll wear a mask and film with you.
Okay, so to you, which is better, shooting with the swinging buddies or shooting with an actual professional male talent, and why?
Oh, that's a difficult one. I'm not.
I told you I'm gonna give you. It's called smoke over. I'm gonna make you smoke a blunt when you get off.
I'm gonna say there's perks of both.
Okay, then explain. I want you to elaborate.
For the professional wise, it's they're used to it. So you can say, hey, I need you to get hard. Like right now, we're about to film. I'm ready. Like, let's, the scene's ready. And they're like, okay, and as soon as they like turn a little 360, boom, their cock is hard and ready, and they're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, they know how to angle themselves for the scene. They know how, the shots to make, to how to keep an eye on the camera without staring directly into the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So there's those perks.
Yeah, that's a true art. That's something that a lot of people do not speak to.
No,
And
I will tell you, on that shoot I did with them, I was shocked. All of a sudden, dog yelled down the stairs, "Hey guys, get hard and come up here." And I'm just standing in the hallway, and all of a sudden, just trotting up, fully naked with full erect dicks, and I'm like, that easy? Like, holy shit! But this is, whether it's their first job or their second,
mm-hmm.
side job, like that's part of the business.
Yeah.
So that in and of itself is a true art. As far as the as far as the swinging buddies, I guess it's I mean, you get comfortable with, when you hang out and meet people, but
yeah,
with the swinging buddies, some of them I've known for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come over, it's not just, oh, hey, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, let's go shoot. It's, hey, let's talk about our lives and maybe share a drink or two.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go have dinner after. So, there's perks to both.
Camaraderie.
Yeah. And it's, there's, we have one that's really close to us, and we're like, hey,
mm-hmm.
we want to film this. Do you want to be in it? And he's like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So we, I think he's starting his own site soon because he got into it a bit with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He got excited.
So, from the way it sounds, that when you stepped into this, you already stepped into it looking to make money versus this was just something fun to do. What made you click to say, okay, because it's literally you took swinging and turned it into a money-making operation. So what clicked that made you think that?
It was one really, really drunk night where I was just cracking with Othorio. I'm serious.
What was you sipping?
Probably amaretto and Diet Coke.
See, that brown gets you around, right? That brown gets you around, right?
Yes.
That brown gets you right.
But no, we just got really, really drunk. We were talking about, things we wanted to do in life. Because that's kind of, he's helped me cross off pretty much my entire sexual bucket list. And we're like, okay, what are we doing next? And I was stupid drunk and probably stupid high. And I was like, I've always wanted to do porn. So he's like, okay. And he kind of never said anything else about it. Well, then he set up a play date with one of our friends and said, I want you to record it for me. Because he couldn't be here because he was at work. And I was like, okay, no problem. So we recorded it, and then I didn't know it, but he had talked to the guy that we had filmed with and was like, hey, I'm going to post this online just so you know. So I didn't know this at the time, but all of a sudden he's like, hey, what would your porn name be? And so then, we started talking about that. We came up with the porn name, which that's funny in story in of itself. And then we posted on Pornhub.
Hold on. I got to stop you. Listeners, this is what I call a wonderful husband. Marriage material. Because he heard his wife say, I want to do porn. And he said, baby, in his mind, because he didn't tell you, in his mind, baby, I'm going to make that happen for you. Now, that is a real keeper.
Oh, yeah.
That's a real keeper. Because I think it's very important that your mate knows and support what you do. And speak to that.
Oh, I'll say I wouldn't have the recognition I have now. This sounds bad. If COVID hadn't happened and he was quarantined for 3 months, I was working like crazy because, like I said, I run a restaurant, and restaurants got really crazy then. So I was working like 50 plus hours a week. It's an hour away from my house. And he was like, okay, we're going to make this happen. And he just like went with all the social medias and just kind of blew everything up. And that's how I got in touch with a lot of the people we got in touch with. So yeah, I give all my credit to him because I wouldn't be anywhere I am right now without him.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, because it's very important. Because like I said, I love the fact that my wife supports me, I support her, in all her endeavors and my endeavors or what have you. It's very important to have that person in your
Oh
corner.
yeah, absolutely.
Period,
Well,
no doubt.
even
So
when
go
when
ahead.
I went on that shoot, I had
Mm-hmm.
told Dog, I said, I want to bring him with. He said, if that makes you comfortable. And I said, yeah. So, and it was a point, I think it was about halfway through the night. I turned and looked at him. I said, are you okay with this? He goes, absolutely. This is amazing. And I'm just like, wow.
So he like me. I actually, when I sat in on my wife's shoot, I got turned on. I
oh,
actually got hot and bothered. Like afterwards, I fucked the brakes off of her.
that's his kink too. Anytime we do a shoot and they leave, he's like, okay, sloppy seconds.
Yeah,
And that's
because
it.
to me it's a turn on. I don't know about other men. It's a turn on knowing that enough that another man enjoyed my woman's pussy, and I get to take that home and have it to myself. And
Yeah,
that you got it because of work, you got it because you paid for it. I'm getting it for free because you love me.
exactly. We call it a joke. We make it a joke and we call it the reclaiming. Because
Mm-hmm.
he's really turned on, so it typically doesn't last the longest after a shoot, especially when it's a really hot scene.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, hey, I'm gonna come in that spot because that's mine and no one else's. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah, it truly is a wonderful thing. I couldn't imagine doing this with someone who wasn't supportive.
Mm-hmm.
I
No
would have
doubt.
quit a really long time ago.
Now, I wanted to ask you, do anal?
Lothario is the only one allowed in my ass.
Okay, now I get what you're saying. Okay, then. Now I get what someone that because I know when it comes to actually, okay, this is what I wanted to ask. I call it pre-care, and what is pre-care is to me is when what the male talent and the producer does before a shoot to make the female feel relaxed, comfortable, so she can work her best. Speak to pre-care and how important that is when it comes to a shoot.
Um, I think it's really important. Before every shoot, I normally have a glass of wine
Mm-hmm.
because I'm always really nervous, and I know that, and I know as soon as we start with a like prelude to sex, like I'm gonna be fine,
Mm-hmm.
but I always get really nervous, especially if it's with someone new.
Mm-hmm.
So I always, when I'm doing my makeup and getting all cute, um, I always have a drink of some kind just to kind of relax and mellow me out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, without it, it would be definitely tough. It won't. You don't have the right mindset then. So then you're like,
Oh,
you're
so.
you're staring at the camera and you're like, oh shit, I gotta film. Oh shit, I gotta film. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah, just kind of take. Anyone whoever's gonna do this or starting to do this, I would definitely say take just like 20 minutes and just kind of get yourself good.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's smoking a blunt or having a drink or taking some ibuprofen because he's massive and he's going to hurt
Mm-hmm.
you afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Just take a few minutes and just kind of,
Get your mind right.
yeah, just get yourself good before you jump into it. Because if you're not, it's going to be shown on camera and everyone will see it.
Yeah, true, so true. So, dang, I lost my train of thought. What I was about to say. I was looking at your picture. I was looking at your booty. Yeah, which you do have a very nice ass, or what have you. Which I'm pretty sure is one of your selling points.
Yes.
How important to you when it comes to branding yourself, and because of your name or what have you, branding yourself to your name, to the style of porn that you put out, to the outfits that you wear. I know that you always wear your glasses, which I think is very hot and sexy. I'm sorry, but speak to your branding.
Um, Actually, I'll bring up the glasses. I actually have a stunt pair of glasses that look just like, because I have to wear
I
glasses in real
figured
life.
that. I figured you weren't gonna do it with your real glasses. That's
I
too hard to get nut off the lenses. I'm telling you.
I did it once and I was like, oh, I'm never doing this. So I went on Amazon and bought a pair of glasses that look very similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
So if I know I'm getting a facial at the end, I'll wear that for the whole shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, yeah. Um, But as far as the rest, I don't know. I just I try to make myself desirable to, whoever likes SSBBW.
Mm-hmm.
I try to pick outfits that accentuate the ass because my name is Bootyluv.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just kind of, I don't know.
So you fall upon your branding, actually.
Huh?
So you fall upon your branding. But it's
Yeah.
interesting because you say you make it a point to look the part, to wear sexy outfits and stuff like that. Why is that so important?
Because I know when I look for a porn, that's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I like to, you don't have to be perfect. I'm not saying everyone has to, have a full makeup and look in this
Mm-hmm.
like crazy outfit. But that's what makes me feel good and confident.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I look good, so I'm gonna do better because I'm like, all right, they get to see this. Yeah, and I don't know if that makes sense, but
No, I feel what you're saying. My mom
yeah,
always said, if you look your best when you go out, because you never know who you bump into.
exactly.
Yes, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I just cringe when I see a woman in a fucking bonnet.
Yeah,
I hate that shit. I understand if you're gonna be in the shower, god dang it, get yourself a wig and get wet. Because dudes want to see red hair. We don't want to see a bonnet. But I digress on that end. Yeah, because it's kind of like I see you take time, you take effort into your videos versus to what we've been seeing today, because I've been saying that we're in the sex tape webcam era. And to me, porn stars used to dictate how people film. Now it seems like the amateurs dictate how people feel. What do you think upon that?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think everyone's kind of doing what works for them.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense,
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Everyone has their own viewpoint of it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's certain people just like to do a different style than others. Some people like to stick with just like that one fetish, and that's all they're going to do, and that works for them, and that makes them happy, and they enjoy what they're making. So I guess I say as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, do you.
True.
So the style of content I make, I enjoy every aspect of it, from the spending the 45 minutes to an hour getting ready to having that 10 minutes of having a glass of wine and just relaxing, to wiping the cum off my face afterwards. So that's so as long as you're happy doing what you're doing, I guess just stick with it and don't judge anyone else for what they're doing.
True that.
Because hey, you like to only play with dildos on a webcam. That is fantastic, and that is all for you, babe. I wish you the absolute best. Now, don't knock me when I have a gangbang.
Basically, because that would be killing me. It'd be like, okay, you sitting here doing a video pretending to have a gangbang. She's actually doing the gangbang. Who got more balls?
Yeah.
Because it be tripping me out. Like, I watched one video, girl had a sex toy in her ass. No, she had the fuck toy in her ass, dildo in her pussy, and had it to where like the dildo was another dildo on the wall, like she was giving head. And it kind of was like not knocking her, but it just looked so uncomfortable. It didn't like she won't having no fun, period. And to me, I think when you look like you having fun, it sells the scene just as much as the sex do.
Oh, absolutely. I get told all the time, because I tend to get lost. I forget the cameras are there. I'm just enjoying what's coming. And I've been told, that's what people like to see. And I'm like, great, because I don't realize I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm having phenomenal sex. Those orgasms you hear are real. I come like a fucking fountain. So no, it's not the fake. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's the, that scream you heard, that's me, baby. That's a mess orgasm.
Which speaks to the one thing that I said to anybody, and I said the one thing I love about when I was, doing porn, is I could be as freaky, as nasty, as dirty as I want to be. Who gives a shit?
Exactly.
So speak to that.
I before every scene you do, you always talk about the do's and don'ts. You can't
Yeah,
do this, can't do this, can't do this. Anything else is on the table.
yeah.
So then it's kind of I, whether I want to eat ass that day or not, or whether
Hmm.
I want somebody to eat my ass, or whether I want two cocks shoved in my vagina.
Hmm.
So it's kind of just you lay out what you will and won't do on the table, and then you just let it be at that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nope, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and sometimes it's we're just gonna film it and see what happens.
I've been there. Them actually end up being the best scenes, actually.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually be the best scenes because they're just the spontaneous, it being spontaneous like it is and not planned. It just turns out because it being within the scene, it turns me on even more.
Oh yeah, because especially when you can see in the woman's face, like, oh shit, this is happening now. Okay, okay, okay. That's like
Let's do it.
that's that moment when you're like, oh shit, yeah, I might come from this. Like, that's sexy, that's hot, that's
Hmm.
that's my point on it, at least.
Okay. So, what are some of your turn-ons?
Oh golly gosh, I have a million of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like foreplay.
Hmm.
Turn ons. I like good hygiene. I know that's like everyone, but no, when a man smells good or a female smells good, oh, that is my
Yeah.
favorite thing in the world. Immediately, fucking waterfall.
Yeah. So that's light smelling cologne perfume hits the spot.
Yes, that is probably the biggest. And then just the like I said, the foreplay, whether it's kissing or touching or like the tantalizing teasing.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's those are my biggest ones.
That's what I'm talking about. So shoot. So let's see. What else can we discuss? What we can discuss? So, do you adhere to the BDSM? So slave dom. You know what I'm saying? Do you dibble dabble in that?
Well, you actually that necklace I wear in every single video, I wear every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, the day I got it, it's not,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm doing air quotes here, but it's my collar,
Yeah, I
a,
got
a,
you.
a loose interpretation of it.
Yeah.
So, we don't, like I said, we're not married, so we don't wear rings, but that's kind of my,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm
Okay.
someone's person.
Now, be that you're submissive, because that's what you qualify yourself as, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. I'm going to ask you this question because I asked another lady this question. Be it that you are, if I'm correct, your ethnicity is white. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure because I don't know because you could have hit me with he was Hispanic. I mean, 'cause sometimes, I never remember when I went to New York. I saw a dude and I thought he was actually African American. No, this dude was Colombian. I said, well, God dang it. Say a period. So I just want to make sure. Can Do you think there's a difference between a BBC slut and a Queen of Spades? And which do you classify yourself as?
You know, that's kind of been a topic we've been interpreting in our house.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we said the Queen of Spades for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we just recently heard the whole BBC slut thing. But I guess
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That would be my honest
See,
answer. I don't
I had a
know.
conversation with that lady before. The way it was explained to me was a BBC slut is a female who prefers to fuck dudes. A Queen of Spades is a submissive or a slave who excuse me, but you know what I mean by dudes, black guys.
Yeah.
A Queen of Spades is a submissive or a slave that worships and is owned and submits only to black men. Both of them, you get where I'm coming from. One is a
Yes.
part of lifestyle. One is just a title.
Yeah.
That's what I.
Well, it's not only black men because Lothario's white.
Yeah.
So, I guess the way we've described it is the fox and vixen.
Go ahead.
or like the hot wife thing
Yeah.
type. Yeah.
Yeah.
I I do this because it's a turn on for Lothario.
Mm-hmm.
So
So it's not that you have a preference for black men. It long it like he don't care about color creed just long as he fits what you need.
exactly. One of Lothario's kinks is watching a BBC go in. So that's why
So he's
there are a lot of
somewhat cuck. He's somewhat cuck per se.
um no,
But
that's just the type of porn he likes.
mm-hmm.
And we're at the point now where we can make our own porn.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
no, not I wouldn't say a cuck. He just
Yeah.
I
It like put it this way, he's a swinger and he enjoys watching you get fucked by a black dude.
yes.
Basically, that's what it is. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
Because like I said, the reason why I said that because I see a lot of girls throw those terms around and also throw a lot of terms around when it comes to BDSM, but they don't really understand the terminology of it.
Yes.
And nor did they research the terminology of it. Because each that you say it was somewhat colored, which means that y'all have actually looked into it. And that basically you alerted that y'all basically is basically kind of along the lines of you can say slave, well not slave master, but you can say somewhat to that. How can I put this? It's
He's my
slave
dom.
master. Yeah.
He's my dom. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's mine. I'm his. So
Yeah.
he can give me to whoever he wants to film with,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm
But see, I classify
his
that
at the end of it.
as. But see, I classify that as. Well, I mean, Doms they always can give out. Excuse me, they can always service their submissive to whomever.
Mm-hmm.
Period. But with it seemed from what you described, there's an ownership there because of y'all being together. That's why I liken y'all to more of a master slave than a dom submissive because you with him, you chose him. You get where I'm coming from?
Yes. Yes.
That's why I say I liken it to that. Period. Because at the end of the day, what he says goes.
So
Versus, go ahead.
no, I was just going to agree. Yeah, I would agree with you on the whole master slave.
Yeah,
We don't use those titles, but if you're
yeah.
gonna put a
I mean,
definition on it,
you
you,
know, they say titles is uh I forgot what they say what titles are. It's bullshit. They just say
yeah.
it's bullshit. So most definitely. So moving forward, what do you look to do in this business moving forward? Where you want to see it go? What do you hope to achieve?
Wow, that's a big one. I just, I don't. I haven't set any real major goals for myself. There's scenes I want to do and there's people I want to work with. If it
Mm-hmm.
happens one day, amazing. If it doesn't, I'm not going to beat myself up and be like, no, film with me, film with me, film with me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what happens next, and I want to have fun while I do it, and I want to enjoy the people that I'm working with and talking to, which
Yeah,
so far I
yeah,
have. Everyone's been super sweet and kind, and sharing of advice is amazing.
yeah. Because people don't realize when you stop having fun with it, that's when it goes.
Yeah,
You lose the passion, you lose the energy for it, period.
you
You
don't,
know.
you dread the days you have to film, but now I like those days.
No, I
So I
love
just,
I
yeah,
miss them. To be honest with you, just the process of going through it.
yeah. So it's just as long as I have fun, I don't, we'll see what happens next.
Yeah.
I don't have all the time and resources to dedicate
Mm-hmm.
to strictly just this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of one of those, I have missed a couple opportunities that would have been amazing to do, but
Mm-hmm.
because of the timing of them, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Just as long as, I'm still having fun. We're still doing it, enjoying it. We're still, talking to people, trying to make plans.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Me and you gonna hook up.
Oh,
Trust
definitely.
me, you're on the list. You're on the list. But speaking about that, what the process you use to choose the male talents that you want to work with, and what they need to bring to the table for you to say, yeah, we can roll.
um, well, I you know what, you get a whole bunch of the, I want to film with you. Oh, I've never filmed anything before. Those are,
Yeah.
typically out.
Mm,
Um, just having a willingness to um show up
yeah.
and not say, a day before the shoot, no, I'm just not going to come, or just ghost us. I guess just have a honesty and a good attitude towards everything
Yeah.
without being creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that
Oh no,
makes
no, I
sense.
can understand because being that, and that's why I be trying to tell male talent that hit me up is that you got to check the box before you hire these ladies, and you got to also take into account it's about your talk game and how professional you sound, and ultimately does she want to fuck you because that's part of it with the content exchange.
Yeah. You know,
Because and a lot of girls don't want to speak to that. They don't want to say that. No, a lot of the time when they pick their content exchange because they want to fuck the dude. It's
like that's
just he
a
got
big
to bring
thing.
something to the table other than that to really make us say, yeah, but that's one of the check marks for ladies.
Yeah.
And dudes, to be honest with you.
You gotta look good and not be a complete douche.
Yeah.
When I get your number and within 3 texts you're like, you're gonna suck this big dick until I pop all over
Oh
your
my
face.
God.
Sorry, honey, that I am just getting to know you. Like, I understand, like, it's just porn. We're just making videos or sex work or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But,
Yeah.
I need
And
a little bit of
you gonna
connection.
fuck it anyway on camera, so what's the point?
Exactly. Like, I
You
need a little bit of interaction.
don't get
Maybe I don't suck dick. How do you know?
yeah, basically, I done ran into some girls that actually did a scene where a girl told me she's not sucking dick that day, and it turned into a foot fuck scene, and it
you
made
know, you know what? And that's fine.
yeah. No, I
So
did not complain. I said okay, ate the pussy, fucked the shit out of her, fucked the feet, busted the nut on her toes, went home, kissed the wifey.
exactly.
After I brush my teeth, people. After I brush my teeth, let's make
Of
that clear.
course.
Because
Of
my wife
course.
might like pussy, but she might not like that pussy. You feel me?
Every
So
pussy
look,
tastes different.
most definitely, most definitely. So look, I'm about to close this down. So Miss Lady, please tell everyone where they can find you, where they can buy your stuff, where they can follow you, all that good stuff.
Well, everything is Lola Bootyluv or Lola B if you can't find the Lola Bootyluv. Um, but I'd say the best way to find me is go to allmylinks.com/Lola Bootyluv. You can find me wherever, I have all my stuff is listed there, whether you want to tip me on Cash App or Venmo, or you want to watch videos on Pornhub, X videos, X Hamster, ManyVids, OnlyFans, Fan Central. All my links are on there. You can find whatever site you prefer to use.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So, Miss Lady, I'm definitely going to bring you back to the show so we can talk about some subjects. Most
Awesome.
definitely, especially on the swinger tip because I have a lot of people that ask me swinger questions. And so, you being a swinger like myself, I would love to have you on the show so we can answer some of those questions and have those conversations and
Definitely.
everything. And most definitely, so like I said, hold on for a second. I'm about to send this send out in the show, and then I'm going to give you a call for some aftercare. Okay, Miss Lady.
All right. Awesome.
That's what I call it. Most definitely. So, people, life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke that over. I hope you enjoyed the Smokers Lounge this week.